Hey guys, this is My Cool Leos coming at you with a video on bells. They're definitely one of my favorite morphs. 70% of my collection is bells, and the first albino that I ever got was a bell. So my opinion may be a little bit biased off of that fact alone, but I definitely enjoy working with the bells. I definitely love their different patterns and colors that they come in. So might as well start off with a little bit of information about the bells that you may or may not have known. The bells were the last of the albinos to be discovered out of the three, the Tremper albino and the rainwater albino. The rainwater albino was discovered by Tim Rainwater in '98. The Tremper albino discovered by Ron Tremper in 1996, and the bell albino is discovered by Mark Bell. They are awesome mutation to work with. I really enjoy, like I said, their different patterns and different colors that they come in. One of the things, since they are the newest of the albinos, there's not as many combinations or crosses as the Trempers. For example, I've yet to see Marble Eye crossed with a bell. The Marble Eyes are, from what I see, I've only heard of one or two pure Marble Eyes, are always het or possible het Trempers. Look at them climbing. Stop climbing on each other. Good gracious. Get down. The Giants are another one. I've seen plenty of giant bells, but I haven't confirmed a giant in terms of the co-dominant gene giants bell. I've heard of them. I haven't seen them or heard of any offspring that were the same or super giants or anything like that. They might exist. I just haven't heard of them. So here they are. That was a little bit of stuff. This one right here that you see in the corner, that is a patternless. I must have been daydreaming when I brought her out. She's shedding. That's why she's that color. But she's like a hypo radar. Excuse me. That one right there you see is a jungle bell het radar. That one right there is just a bell het radar. And this one right here that you see is a reverse striped radar. So here's some of the different radar. Of course you can get, there's just a ton of different crosses that you can get with the bells. You can I have some crosses with some snows, some Max Snow crosses, Sun Glow crosses. Let's see what else. Blizzard crosses. What else do I have? Let's see. I got my mind just blanked out. But there's a whole bunch of different crosses in terms of recessive, dominant, and polygenetic crosses with the bells. Like I said, they're definitely one of my favorites, if not my favorite morph. So there you are. Definitely, if you haven't checked them out, they're definitely worth checking out. The possibilities with them, just like the other two albino strains, is pretty much what you can imagine. She is, look at them. She's probably one of my favorites. She's probably going to be a holdback for next year. For the sole reason, and she's about to shed too, but for the sole reason of her carrot tail, I might hold her back. When she's not about to shed, she's really bright. Let me see if I can get that to focus. She's really bright. But all of them are females. She was a breeder this year, that reverse stripe. She was also one of the first babies to hatch. She's really, 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 really pretty too when she's not shedding. She has quite a bit of carrot tail too. And this Belle, she's actually pretty young, but she's greedy. She's fat. As you can see, she's big. It's a female too. I keep double checking. She was temperature sexed. All of these were temperature sexed for female, and they're all female. But her, I keep checking just to double check because she's kind of grown, she's grown really, really long. But she looks like she's she looks like she's going to be a female. And she's at what is she at? 43, yeah, around 43 grams. And I believe she's about 4 months now. Let me see. She was born 5 January, May, okay, June, July, August, September. Yeah, she's 4 months old. I don't know what's going on with her. She's 48, but she's 5 months old. And she's really, really long. She gets that from her mother and father. They're really, really long geckos, especially her mother. Her mother is really, 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 really long. Her tail is, as you can see, her tail is about, I mean, really about the size of her body, the length of her body. She's a really, really long tail. But her, they're siblings. She hatched first, the patternless radar. Then she hatched, the normal Belle right there, and she hatched. Another thing, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, is the difference between the three geckos. The Tremper, their eyes tend to be gray with red lines in them. The Rainwaters tend to have a dark pink eye, and the Belles have a real light pink eye. The Rainwaters also tend to be a real kind of yellow, dark yellow color when they're born, and the Belles tend to be kind of a pastel, not pastel, a lighter color with dark bands. And the Trempers tend to be a light color when they're born, and then they either darken up or stay that kind of light color. The browns on the you can get the Belles with the brown, or you can get them with the brown and the lavender, or the lavender like you see in this girl. She may or may not lose that and just get a lot of spotting. That's another thing common with the Belles. All right. Thank you for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. And oh yeah, I got you can check out my Facebook. If you have a Facebook, just type in My Cool Leos at facebook.com. I'll put a link in the box too. Look at her eyes. She's like, it's so bright. But yeah, that jungle is probably one of my favorites. Of that combination between the tangerines.